Just 5 to shoot. George with no one around. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got 5.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursue.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So when you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and then you have full, they're engaged and talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and to find it to be a lot more efficient.
Westbrook passes to the natural. The feed now to Grant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Now, this guy is a high percentage shooter from this particular area. Because he can elevate off the floor, it's nice and efficient.
Irving finds Morris. Horford with it. Smart passes to Tatum. Over George. And it's Boston with another.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Stop it! Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Hammock, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Now here's Tatum. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New York. Here's Horford. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 6 points for Al Horford.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Neither team wants to give an inch. This is fun. Both teams trying desperately to seize the momentum.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Irving kicks to Horford. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you obviously as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself. And once you're in it, and it turns over like an everyday. This is what you do every day. Sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep a routine for 21 years.
Amazing.
And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
Well, they seem to be taking control. There's no doubt about that. Quality shots on every possession with great execution.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Morris, and they get it, and he lays it up and in.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here's Westbrook. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
He was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Celtics trail by 7, so the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Well, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Celtics. Then for the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Adams. Markieff Morris comes in for Grant, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul George. Now here's Brown. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York. Here's the natural, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
And so it's Boston with it. The Thunder making the shot. Brown, good. And that nickname, the Big Ticket, it stuck, and it certainly fit. KG, you were the Big Ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
But you were the Big Ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
But do you like, of all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
Would you like that as well as any you got?
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket, right.
My friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lou, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the Big Ticket. Everybody calls me Ticket.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no Ticket. Ticket. Hey, Tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the Big Ticket still. Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. The pass to Baines. On the wing, Brown. Shoots from 12, and that one is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Pass to the natural. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it. And that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
And both offenses in rhythm here to start the game.
Boy, these teams can't miss so far. If you love good offense, this is your game.
Here's Wanamaker. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Schroeder passes to the natural. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Poke loose. And Baines kicks to Rozier. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Schroeder passes to the natural. And here is Noel. Kevin, you did the unusual. Your senior year in high school, you transferred not just to another city, but to another state where you were named the high school player of the year across the country. Tell us a bit about the importance of that personally and playing-wise to you.
Well, you know, going to a new place, I wanted to establish myself in a big city like Chicago, coming from a small place like South Carolina. It was a shock at first. And what I mean by shock, I just never estimated that many good players being in one central area. Chicago has tons of talent that's unheard of. And all I want to do is just have a presence there. And it was a bit of a task, but, you know, slowly but surely I gave myself short goals. You know, to be number one is always a goal of mine, but more importantly, to be established, for everybody to know that, you know, this is Kevin Garnett. This is who he is. This is what he's about. And, you know, I used to wear that on my shoulder. I've always took a lot of pride in myself and how I prepare. And I wanted everybody to know in the city of Chicago that I was there.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Wanamaker. That one falls.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
52 seconds left to play here in the first. And Noel kicks it over to Schroeder. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Markieff Morris.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Rozier, the pass to Baines. Poked away. To the middle. Here's Wanamaker. Got a hand on it.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Brown outside. Passes to Wanamaker. That's a 2 from Rozier. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got Dennis Schroeder. Nerlens Noel is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Robertson, and it's the natural in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Heat delivered in a major way. He ended up with 22 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thanks, David. And what do you think, guys? Will we see a repeat of his performance again in this one?
I wouldn't be surprised if he's even better tonight, Kevin. He has the ability to follow up a great game with an even greater one.
Well, we would certainly enjoy watching that, but I'm sure he's not going to compare this game to last. He's just trying to lock in and do his job.
Kevin, can you be great playing NBA basketball and not love to play the game of basketball?
I think it helps, man. You know, to love something is to do it with that love, to do it with that passion, to do it with that effort. You know, I can remember my grandmother and being there cooking with my aunt, and they being that singing, and there'd be dancing, there'd be tasting, and there'd be
Good
mixing,
memories.
great memories, and and you would come in there, and it was just a good time, and that energy and that spirit, if you will, or that vibration or whatever was in her cooking, and when you taste her food, it was magical. So I like to think that when you play, when you practice, or whatever you're doing with that love and that passion, with that appetite, with that whatever's in your mind, or whatever that picture is that you're chasing, you're doing it with that passion, that I'm loving what I'm doing. And when you do it with that passion, it shows. It's radiant. And people see it for what it is, straight up.
Now here's Patterson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Makes it 2 points there from the natural.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Celtics trail by 16. Rozier with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Wanamaker gets it to go. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Over to the wing, takes a 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Patterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
To me, when Patrick Patterson is hitting from deep, it makes everything easier for his teammates. He has got tremendous touch.
Now a timeout called by Boston. You look at the natural, he's been playing really well.
Well, you wonder if with this timeout they're going to shake things up defensively, because everything they've thrown at him to this point has not worked. He's on a roll.
For Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in. And so here is Oklahoma City. 17 points was their biggest margin. And that one's good. George.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And Kevin, you love the game when you play, and it always showed. That was the best quality. I knew watching your games, broadcasting your games, you love the game, and you love the competition.
Yeah, I say that while I'm sitting here being modest, but when you in it, when you're an animal, and it's hard to explain that. People,
I saw it.
You know what? People expect you to be like that. We'll be in a restaurant eating, and the lady would be like, I don't know, waiting for me to growl or something.
Attack
and I
that
was
salad.
I was like, oh my, eat your steak. Like, what is going on, lady? Like, nah, but I'm totally not like that. I compete at a high level. I make no shame about that. But yeah, I'm a regular dude too.
You are.
At least I try to be.
You're a regular dude. You
As
are.
much as I can be.
I know it.
You know what it is.
Glad
man.
we're friends.
No, no doubt, man.
Glad we're friends.
I'm waiting the invitation, to get out there, right?
It's in the mail.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm gonna hold my breath.
Back to Irving. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got 17 now.
After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
Grant outside. From the arc. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 9.
And this is where it can get a little personal.
You gotta love seeing this, though, right? Your turn, my turn. They're going at each other.
Now, here is Irving. 17 points in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook.
Well, this is what makes Kyrie such a difficult check, right? He's so skilled at drawing fouls because he's so crafty with the ball and so fast.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The first free throw is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Boston making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Morris, and it's Rozier in for Jason Tatum. Then for the Thunder, Nerlens Noel checks in for Grant, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul George. Now here is Morris. An 11-point game for him in the win against Miami. Schroeder passes to the net. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, they'll go back home. It'll be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 9-point game. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Williams, that's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
KG, I wanted to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG.
know.
That's the It's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris. A guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from the natural. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Right wing. Schroeder dishes to Morris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Wanamaker the pass to Brown. From the line. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The shot's good from the natural.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Count that bucket. Brown's got 6 here in this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder enjoying a 12.
Thanks very much. Well, look, let's look at that All-Star vote. It is official. You are a first-time NBA All-Star. What does that mean to you?
For the fans to recognize what I've done and to make me an All-Star, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Something that I'll absolutely never forget. So I'm just going to go out there and represent. I could not be happier, DA. I could not be happier.
I'm sure everybody back home is happy for you. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The natural, an impressive effort here today.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Kyrie Irving is out there with Smart, and it's Tatum in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Westbrook's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Of course, when you look at point guards now, lots of combo skills. But there aren't as many guys with the pass-first mindset maybe that we've seen in the past.
Right, and it's a great point, Kevin, because increasingly you've got to be able to have guys at all 5 positions who are willing to score, or it certainly enhances your ability to win. If you are a pass-first mindset and really put scoring at a secondary level of importance, you've got to do it at such a high level. And I'm talking about guys like Rajon Rondo, Ricky Rubio, Lonzo Ball. All are men who have such a high degree of passing acumen that they can take a step back scoring-wise and still affect winning.
Great examples. Celtics trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by the natural. Back to Morris. On the wing, Irving. He's got 19. Smart, wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And if he thinks that's within his range, then you know what? He's got a low basketball IQ.
I'm a little surprised he would even attempt that shot. Much better to swing the ball to somebody else.
The Celtics have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Irving finds Morris. Smart on the wing. Wants to get it to Tatum and does.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple All-Star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Now a timeout called by Boston. And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for the 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. And you look at the natural. What a start to his NBA career he's had. Wow. You know, you knew he could be special, and he's showing everyone why as he sits third in the rankings.
And it's a testament to his ability and toughness that he's got himself into that #3 spot in the Rookie of the Year ranking.
Well, let's be real, Greg. The getting to know you phase is over. So I'm interested to see if opponents start to figure him out in the second half of this year. I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. No good from the natural. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 16. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Horford kicks to Irving. Down low. Here's Smart. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving. When you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder, you have to start and end the conversation with the historic regular seasons put on by Russell Westbrook. The one thing you have to wonder, has he taken them as far as he can?
And if you're building a team around Westbrook on paper, Doris, how do you do it?
Well, he's a player, obviously, who needs the basketball in his hands. And if you look at a team like the Rockets, where James Harden is complemented by shooters and a rim runner, you wonder if that's the blueprint for somebody like Russell Westbrook.
Horford against Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Boston again missing. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Adams. Another shot. No good that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Tatum dishes to Horford. Left side, Irving. Back to Morris. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Smart. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Irving's shot is good.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Back to George. The pass to the natural. Outside, George. To the inside. The kick out to Westbrook. To the paint. And there's the basket on the shot from the natural. The natural's got 30 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Irving passes to Tatum. Horford with it. Back to Tatum. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. And getting very close to seeing our final list of contestants for the dunk contest. And you know everybody in the discussion right now really wants to compete.
I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, if you got the hops and the repertoire, you want to show what you can do.
And you look at the natural, and it doesn't look like he'll make it into the field this year. It's still an honor to see your name up there among all those other great players.
Yeah, look, no doubt he's one of the more exciting players in our league, and maybe next year he'll pull in a few more votes.
And we're getting closer and closer to having our contestants determined. So be sure to stay tuned as we'll be bringing you updates very, very soon.
And partner, if we had the contest today, I'd be happy with the group we have right now.
Westbrook passes to the natural. Stolen by Smart. Tatum against George. Tatum kicks to Irving. He feeds it to Smart. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical, Kevin. How fast does he get off his feet?
Some changes for Boston. Aaron Baines comes in for Marcus Morris. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Marcus Smart. Then for the Thunder, Patterson, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Robertson comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Gets it to go. That one good from the natural. The natural's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Horford kicks to Baines. Pass to Brown. Now Irving. Adams defending. Irving can't hit. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Schroeder. Traps in the tray. Schroeder's got 11.
Found a little room behind the arc and didn't wait around. He just let it fly right in your eye.
What a way to do it. Now Horford. He has 6. Right side, Irving. Tatum on the wing. Lets it go. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And no doubt Brad Stevens, one of the most respected young coaches in the NBA. Dorsey doesn't try to coach around foul trouble.
You know what I love about Brad Stevens is he's always trying to question the norm, meaning he doesn't want to do something simply because that's the way it's always been done. So just because a guy has 2 fouls doesn't mean he automatically takes them out. I like that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Schroeder passes to the natural. Kicks it to Adams. Dishes to Robertson. To the paint. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Brown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Brown against Schroeder. Here's Patterson, and the Thunder another 3.
Gentlemen, this guy goes from good three-point shooter to great when you give him that kind of space.
Irving finds Horford. Tatum on the wing. Here's Baines. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Brown wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to the natural. To the paint. To the left wing. Here's Robertson, guarded by Tatum. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Celtics. Here's Baines. Adams defending. Irving against Schroeder. Over in the corner, Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Pass to Patterson. Irving against Schroeder. Feeds to Adams. And Baines pulls it down.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end. I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target. It has to be perfectly placed. Really pretty.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. So many aspects go into developing, Doris, a winning team, coaching players, all the front office moves. How much do you think ownership affects that equation?
Well, I think it's absolutely critical. Leadership starts at the top down. And what kind of organization do you want? What kinds of behaviors will you tolerate? What kinds of things do you emphasize in terms of what you want your culture to be about? And to me, that starts at the top. When you look at the organizations that have great history with sustained success, it starts at the top with ownership.
I like your word culture there. That makes so much sense. Outside Williams. Rozier looking around. He kicks it to Irving. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Schroeder up top. Rozier defending. Schroeder passes to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Raymond Felton, he's checked in. Off the inbound. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's now 9 points for Horford. Oklahoma City shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. So for Oklahoma City right now, the natural out there with Felton. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Robertson in at the small forward.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Boston shooting 47%, pretty solid. Irving against Felton. 8 feet away. Second chance shot. That one's not going to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the natural.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
Andre Robertson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you use the word guarding, because that is why Andre Robertson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall. And I believe Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Tatum on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Felton taking his time here. In the corner, it's Patterson. Fires from deep. It's good.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, wow, what you all did tonight, what a display of offense. What got into you to produce this performance?
Well, a couple of my teammates challenged me before the game. They were saying, let's see how high you can go tonight. So I said, all right, I'll show you exactly how high I can go. I mean, but even still, I didn't think I'd put that many points on the board. That was pretty surprising to me.
Well, you're buying tonight for everybody. Great job. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.